I didn't teach him the traditional way.
A killer's grieving mother shares her story.
We start tonight with the mother's grief and guilt. Susan Creeley, the mother of a notorious gang leader who was stabbed to death in jail recently, has stepped out of her son's shadow to reflect on his death and dangerous lifestyle. Her son, Daniel Richard Wolfe, was sentenced to life in jail for killing 2 people and wounding 3 others in 2007. Out of tragedy, there are lessons to be learned and shared. Creeley has a message for parents and youth headed down a troubled path. CTV's Nelson Bird sat down with her to bring us this exclusive interview.
It's been 1 month since Susan Creeley's son Daniel Wolfe died from a single stab wound.
I knew this day was coming, but I just didn't know when.
Wolfe had just begun serving a life sentence at the Saskatchewan penitentiary. He was convicted of killing 2 people in a shooting incident in Fort Qu'Appelle in 2007. Last November, he was sentenced to 25 years in prison.
No, I didn't raise a monster.
Susan does admit her former lifestyle left a mark on her son.
I was sick with drugs and alcohol, and that's what I showed them. I showed them that negative side, which me too was wrong.
Wolf's destructive path began as a teenager in Winnipeg. He helped organize one of Western Canada's most infamous gangs, the Indian Posse.
But he chose that path. I didn't choose it for him. And when he chose that path, it just brought him more into the criminal way of life.
Susan Creeley knows violence played a huge role in the life and death of her son. It is not her intention to victimize him or make light of a very serious situation. A situation which has become a way of life for the mother of 6.
My other children are in prison too, and it kind of gives me a head up. Is my son gonna live today?
Creeley has turned her life around. Now she wants to help other parents avoid the same mistakes she made.
I wouldn't want any mother to go through that.
As for Indian gangs and their role in the life of her son Daniel,
it's way out of hand, this gang. But when he was younger, he said that he just wanted a sense of belonging.
And she has advice for gangster wannabes.
If they want to be a warrior, you can do that in a ceremony and do that a traditional way.
Susan Creeley still has guilt for the life she led and its impact on her family, especially son Daniel. But guilt does not cloud reason.
I was lost too one time, and I just turned my life around and got into my traditional way. And it seems that it's carrying me a long way. I was really hurt that he didn't change his life around, but I can't change his life around. He had to do that for himself.
Nelson Bird, CTV News, Okanese First Nation.